Hello Rust fans and welcome back to The Grind, and in today's video we're going to be giving you some of the best beginner tips and tricks to help you out in the beginning of your Rust game. Now of course before we start, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to the channel for more videos like this, and of course much more content as well. Hit the bell too so that you don't miss out on any future videos, and with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So one of the very first things that you'll be doing when you first jump into Rust is picking out a server. Now it is important to pick the correct server for yourself, especially when just starting out, and since you're starting out in the world of Rust, it is important that you pick servers that are not highly populated, because this obviously makes it a lot harder. Make sure to find servers with a lower player count so that you don't get killed constantly. The world of Rust is savage and unforgiving. You'll need to learn fast, so give yourself the best chance of learning the ropes by playing on less populated servers. And of course, as well, I need to mention this, also steer away from the official servers. Rather, take a look at some of the community servers, because official servers tend to be really populated and they will be just where all the experienced players will be, and you can even come across loads of hackers as well. When starting out, you definitely won't want that. So that's the first tip. Community servers are well monitored and overall a much better experience when starting out in Rust. Now, as we mentioned already, the world of Rust is absolutely savage. There are dangers in the world like animals, for example, but sometimes, of course, they're the least of your worries. What you need to really defend yourself against is other players. More often than not, they will absolutely kill you on sight. So for our second tip, we're telling you that it's important to get yourself armed from the very get-go, just to give yourself the best chance, a fighting chance of defending against any trouble you may come across. One of the easiest things that you can craft at the very start is just a simple spear. If you dedicate a bit more time and resources, you can go ranged and make yourself a bow and arrow. In other words, though, stay armed at all times. It is a really crazy world out there, especially at the start of a wipe. So this next little trick is a technique that you need to use when building your base. It is the way you place your doors. You need to place them in a way that blocks the passage inside of your base. This is so you can increase the time it takes for raiders to get through your base. Every second in a raid counts. Now in the background you can see a clip, and as you can see from that, there are a couple of ways of actually doing this. You could also see how small and difficult it is for raiders to navigate through that space. This is great for when you die, because the raider will not be able to make too much headway into your base. Well, they won't be able to make too much headway before you come back and defend it again. Now this is also very important. When you first start off, you definitely need to gather some resources so that you can craft, and most importantly, to build your base. When making your way to the location where you're going to be building and progressing on your base, you should run over stones and plants, vegetables and all that. This is just a very efficient way of getting resources and food, and by the time you reach your destination, you will be loaded, killing two birds with one stone if I'm right. Now our last tip, but definitely not our least important, is this. In Rust, when it comes to servers, there is something called the wipe, which I have mentioned earlier in this video. So the wipe is something that's really important that you'll need to keep an eye on. First of all, the wipe is something that happens on every Rust server. It basically wipes a whole server just clean, restart. It will remove buildings built, everything crafted, everything found and laying around on the map. It just, basically, it's a server reset. The wipe frequency actually varies per server as well. Generally, it's every week. So some servers will have a wipe every week, others might have it every 2 weeks, and some might even push it to even just every month. These will always happen on a Thursday or Friday. By the way, it's also important to note that servers will never go more than a month without a wipe. It's just not even possible as far as I'm aware. The wipes happen because every first Thursday of the month, Facepunch have loads of patches and bug fixes which they implement into the game. These updates are free as well, which is great. Did my phone just go off? It did just go off. Damn it. Anyway, I'm keeping the take. My phone's just going off completely. Never mind. The point is, keep in mind when the wipe is going to happen, how long it is away from happening, and how much time you have, because it's definitely important to figure out where you are in the progression stages of how you want to build your base and where you are on the server. Anyway, though, guys, those are some of the tips and tricks for the beginners out there playing Rust for the first time. Now, you have the basics you need when jumping into this crazy world of Rust. But for now, guys, that does bring us to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Rust content. Hit the bell too so that you don't miss out on any future videos. We'll see you guys next time, but until then, take care.